60 Stunning Photos from History. Part 16. Sally Field cheesing with Arnold Schwarzenegger's massive biceps, 1976. Marilyn Monroe takes a shower in her 20th Century Fox dressing room on November 8, 1952, in Los Angeles, California. The DeLachner HZ-1 aerocycle had its first flight test in 1954. Bobby Gibb wanted to be a part of the 1966 Boston Marathon. The organizers sent her a disqualifying letter stating that women are not physiologically able to run a marathon. Ella Harper, known as the Camel Girl, in 1886. A trip to the dentist's office back in 1892. Using inflated bullockskin boats to cross the river Sutlej in India, 1908. This photo, taken in England in 1963, is of a supposed ghost known as the Spectre of Newby Church. In the 1950s, the US government made fake towns and filled them with mannequins for nuclear testing. Norma Jean Baker, known as Marilyn Monroe, out rowing with a couple of friends, circa 1941. A pretty Gibson girl named Eva Mae Doll Koppel from Nebraska, early 1900s. World War II breakfast rations contain cigarettes and gum. Brigitte Bardot practicing her ballet, 1952. The Harlem Hellfighters back from World War I, wearing their Cross of War medals, 1919. The mysterious Stonehenge is seen in 1867. A salesman's collection of glass eyes, circa 1900. Caroline Kennedy holding her father's hand, 1961. In 1997, Tom Petty took this picture at Jim Morrison's gravesite, which shows Jim's ghostly image in the background. The world's tallest man, Robert Wadlow, at age 21, standing with his family, 1939. Ceramic figurine with a removable helmet of the Mayan civilization, age 1,500 years. Salvador Dali with a model of his own head at a press conference in Paris, 1973. John Rockefeller Jr., the only son of the famous billionaire, wore his sister's dresses until he was 8 years old. 5-year-old Lena Medina cradles her baby shortly after giving birth in Peru, 1939. Diego Maradona against 6 Belgian players at the World Cup, 1982. Badass photo of women from the 1940s. Jacob Miller was shot in the head at the Battle of Chickamauga and walked it off, 1870. Julie Newmar in the 1950s, before she was known as a sexy Catwoman in the TV series Batman. Prince Arthur and a Ghost, 1854. Cabaret de l'Enfer, Hell Cabaret, in Paris, 1904. Gorgeous photo of young lady from 1960s. No, these are not men in Balenciaga clothes, but homeless people from Warwickshire, England, 1900. A family photo, late 1800s. A train destroyed by a burst boiler, 1880. Claudia Cardinali, 1966. The Last Non-Colored Frenchmen are the main attraction of the Paris Zoo. A German magazine published such a cartoon in 1932, predicting what France would be like in 100 years. Mannequins dressed in Disney costumes circa 1940. This expressionless waxwork dummy, flanked by two student nurses in training, was captured by photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones in 1968. Photo showing cousin its face, Felix Silla, on the set of The Addams Family, 1965. Before European colonizers arrived, the Maori preserved severed heads called mokamokai, which were later stolen by the British, including Major General Robley, who took at least 35, 1840. King Tutankhamun's sandals, royal and fashionable. John Lennon and his killer Mark David Chapman, 1980. Marilyn Monroe photo taken in a New York hotel room in September 1954. A cat escapes from an animal shelter just in time, 1930. Young lady Diana Spencer plays tennis, 1972. A woman gives alms to the poor, Nizhny Novgorod, late 19th century. Claudia Cardinali reading textbooks in bed, 1963. Queen frontman Freddie Mercury performs an encore while riding on the shoulders of Darth Vader, Houston, 1980. Prisoners clean up a street in Washington, USA, 1909. Prince Charles and Princess Anne are buried in the sand on the beach, UK, 1957. French soldier wearing a fancy gas mask, World War I. Students at the Liverpool Drama School enjoy a lesson in the art of slapping boys, 1939. Bill Clinton plays football, USA, 1993. The Rothschild Surrealist Ball, 1972. And this woman who decided she'd prefer to be a doll herself in 1865. The grotesque sight of a headless woman performing in a Coney Island sideshow in 1945. A 19th century anthropologist showing off his pair of shrunken heads from Ecuador. The ornately arranged skeletons of Rome's Capuchin crypt, circa 1900. The medium Eva C. forcing a luminous apparition between her hands on May 17, 1912. British pin-up an Austin model in front of the Ewhurst Manor House, 1960s. Amazing photo of a young Tom Cruise as Steve Randall in The Outsiders, 1983. An Inuit man warms up his wife's feet in Greenland, 1890s. Participants of a Miss Lovely Eyes contest held in Florida, 1930. Prince Charles watches as Queen Elizabeth helps Princess Anne climb back up a window at Balmoral Castle, Scotland, 1952.